This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo. What the fuck is up there, everybody out there on the YouTube source? You're good by Papa Tikyo. Coming to you live from my thing or whatever. Yeah, my camera batteries, I have enough, but my SD card is full, and I didn't bring my replacement SD cards today. They're back in my backpack back home, so I'm having to ride with just my microphone in today, and only getting to use one microphone. Usually when I do these, I use two microphones, but yeah, that's the and then the other microphone's batteries died. Who the fuck uses AAA batteries for anything? Like, realistically, I have one AA battery, and it's lasted triple the time than these two shitty AAA batteries. Does not make any sense. But anyway, yeah, what's up, everybody? Big shout out to Nakano-ku Guest House. Boom. Yeah, sponsor these videos. You need a cheap place to stay in Tokyo. Well, they got you covered, man. Go check them out. It's less than $400 a month. And, you know, when you're visiting a new place, you shouldn't be at home. The hotel should not matter, you know? You just need a place to stay, a nice place to sleep or whatever. But then you move on, you know? And that's what you do. That's what adults do, you know? Unless you're fucking, or unless you're specifically going to a hotel where it's in the middle of nowhere and you have nothing else around there to go check out, then yeah, like, who gives a shit about a hotel? Just get a, you know, as long as you got the bed and a place to put your laptop, who cares, right? But yeah, Nakano-ku Guest House are the sponsors of these rant videos, and they're just awesome. So make sure you go and sign up for them. Also, big shout out to NordVPN. Boom, thank you NordVPN for being so badass and protecting my hot gay sons with their antiviruses and your wonderful VPN service. It's very good. Lets them do online gambling in the Bermuda Triangle or wherever the fuck they do that with that scheme with fucking rice gum or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, so big shout out to the sponsors. And also, big shout out to all of you wonderful people over on Patreon.com. You guys fuck. You fuck long, hard, and fierce, and I love you for it. I'm riding my motorcycle from Akihabara tonight to back home to Nakano-ku using the same route that I always use. I've gone down this route hundreds of times already. And I like it. It's a good route. You know, you go through the... You know, you go through, literally, you cut from the right side of Tokyo through the middle, all the way to the left side on the Tokyo map, and it's nice. But the thing that I'm not feeling really good tonight, because I've just been TMI time, guys. I've been shitting really bad for this last like 2 or 3 days. I don't know what's in me. I got like a bug or something, and it's just like you know, I stopped drinking a while ago, not because I'm like straight edge and like yeah. I just, you know, I don't really care about drinking. Like, it's not, I don't need alcohol to feel good, you know? Like, some people, they need that release, and I don't like it, you know? I don't need it, so, but I like the taste of beer. I like the taste, so, you know, I hung out with my buddy Jim today. Well, I went out with my friend, and, oh, man, yeah, I went out with my buddy, and we went to... Whew, oh God, my stomach. Anyway, I went out a bunch today, and at the last part of the day, I hung out with my buddy Jim, and he likes to always have a couple nightcap beers. And you know, like we you know, I'm going on my bike, he's going on the train, and you know, I wanted to drink some beer, so I had some non-alcoholic beer, and I never tried that up until this year of my life, and I gotta say, it's pretty good, you know, like, it tastes literally the same, and it's got no alcohol in it, so, but the thing is that I haven't had beer on a regular basis in a couple years, so whenever I drink beer now, I get, like, the shits, I get, like, diarrhea shits, and I don't know why. Do you guys ever get that when you drink beer? Yeah, I get diarrhea shits, and even with the non-alcoholic beer, I'm getting diarrhea shits, and right now, I'm really fighting back some stomach pain right now. And trying to go through this Tokyo traffic, and I love it. Like even on the bottle, like the owner of the bar put special stickers on there saying, "This is not beer. You will not get drunk off of this." Like I think that like it must mean that customers in the past complained, like they just got it out of the fucking the fridge that he has, and with the glass door, and they were like, "What the hell? I'm not feeling anything." And I love it. The whole time Jim's just giving me shit, and he's like, "That smells like skunk piss, dude." And I'm like, "Well, you know, it tastes good to me. It smells just fine." Oh, my stomach. You know what? I think I know what it is. It's just that I have not had a carbonated drink in forever. That's probably it. Yeah, because I stopped drinking soda in March and fucking what is it? March and yeah, like I stopped drinking carbonated drinks because I only drank soda, and I don't really like carbonated stuff now. Well, I mean, I guess I do. I like beer or the non-alcoholic beer, but it's like that's probably it. That like activates your stomach. Or like, isn't that like what they say to do when you have the flu or whatever? Like you're supposed to drink carbonated drinks like ginger ale or Sprite because it like helps move along stuff in your intestines or something. Didn't somebody say something like that? But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling and like I know I'm not backed up that much, so I know that this is just like irritation in the bowel area probably. That's all it is, Batman. You're gonna have to. I stitched up my asshole, so if you're gonna fuck me in the ass, you can either unstitch my asshole and fuck me in the ass, or go fuck Rachel, who's being fucked by Harvey. Rachel, no. Yeah, pretty good. I'm yeah, it's so funny how it's like it's while I'm making this, it's fall right now, and I like it how it's just like everybody's still trying to get home super fucking fast. Like everyone, there's literally like I don't understand what's going on. All these people are cutting through traffic. They're just hardcore cutting through traffic, and it's like they're still catching red lights. So I don't know. Well, actually, to be fair, I always speed on this road too, in particular. But there's always all these people trying to fucking just go through the road and speed, and then just stop in the middle of the road. Like there's one guy who just tried to pull into the fucking I don't know, just funny, just fucking funny, you know, fucking squirrely like that, you know. But anyway, yeah, you know, just funny how like it's only maybe 9 p.m. and everyone's still rushing to get home here on a Tokyo weekday night. It's like what, Thursday night? Yeah, today was fucking just, I wanted to go, like I wanted to stay inside, you know, and like just chill, but like but I wanted to go out because it was such a beautiful day outside. So I called my Japanese friend, and I was like, "Where are you working today?" He's like, "ADVJapan." I'm like, "You want to get lunch?" And like that ADVJapan has like the soul food house, and he's like, "Yeah, I've never been there, man. Let's go." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You know, get in there, yeah, man." And yeah, so we went there, and you know, that was cool. But like then I called Jim, and we were supposed to go film something, and I was like, "Jim, to be honest, I don't have anything planned to go film today." And he's like, "Well, we should still hang out, man. We haven't hung out in a while." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." But I was just so bored. And it's not because of him. It's just like I really wanted to be home today. But it was such nice weather that I'm like, yeah, I should go out. Even if I'm not doing anything, I should go out and get that, you know, get the vitamins from the sunlight and everything, and just, you know, breathe some fresh air. But part of me's just like, yeah, I should have stayed home. I should have just stayed home. It would have been fun. I spent way more money today than I wanted to. Like, we went to arcades and we did all this stuff and just, you know. But it's fun because even though we didn't do anything, it's just the conversations. Like, I don't really get out that much, you know. When I was a 9 to 5 guy, I kind of got out a little bit. But most of the time, I just had my own routine, you know. Like, I go to work, come home, buy some McDonald's, play some Skyrim or Fallout 4 or something, You know, like by the time I got home from my day job, even if I had only worked like 2 or 3 hours, I'd just be so tired. You know, I'd be so tired I wouldn't want to do anything. I just want to go home and rest, you know. And it might have been because obviously my bad diet, but I was just always fatigued. Also, I was wearing bad footwear. I should really get like a shoe company to sponsor me or something, because like I didn't realize for so long that I had flat feet. And no one told me this growing up or whatever. And so it's like my feet would get so tired and they would be in pain, you know, all the time. I always hated walking. Long like distances, or even short distances, just because like the shoes never fit and they were uncomfortable, and so my feet were always uncomfortable. And it wasn't until like maybe a year or two ago I got these amazing like running shoes that were like half off. They were like $160 or something, and I got them for like 70 from the fat guy shop, Sakazen here. And God, dude, I you know I owe so much to those shoes, man, because it's just like you know, like today I'm wearing these boots that I got in Osaka a long time ago for free when I did a video commercial. And you know, it's just these boots, they're not tight at all, and instead of laces like a normal person, they have belt buckles, and they're very hard to buckle up. Like they're just, I think these are just like, what do you call it, like for show shoes. They weren't the actual shoes, they were just like demo shoes or whatever, because they suck. Like, you know, if you have shoes, you got to get tight shoes, you know, you can't get loose fucking shoes. And yeah, you know, it's just like these fucking, you know, I don't know. Like, I think the shoes were a big deal too. Like all throughout my 20s, man, just was like always trying to do other shit to impress other people, or just because I thought I had to do that in order to get props from everybody. Which, I mean, it's good though. I feel like if you're in your 20s, you know, if you have to work, you should work, you know, but try to work at a multiple, you know, like the cool thing is like I worked so temporarily at so many fucking companies. And like, you know, today I'm talking to my buddy, and he's telling me like, you know, he's a guy who's a Japanese dude, but he has friends that work at Interact still. And he was telling me about how like Interact's, like, I guess they had a meeting or something with the current teachers, even though it's Corona. And like apparently, you know, like if somebody, like if you lose your job, technically what you had to do up until this point is that if you lost your job, then before 2 weeks, like after your contract had finished or you got fired or whatever, you have 2 weeks to declare that happened to immigration. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. And you can switch your visa over to a like Shushoku Katsudo or Teikatsudo, whatever, fucking like a 6-month, basically like a 6-month job hunting visa. A lot of students get it that are study abroad students after they graduate. And I didn't know that, because when I remember I did that for like 8 months. You know, I'd been like looking for jobs, and I pretended to like, you know, really be interested. Like I went to the job interviews as like proof or whatever, in case any immigration guy ever came to my house. I'd be like, look, I've gone to like 20 interviews over the past 2 months, and just nobody's hiring. And, you know, I found these part-time jobs, but they're, you know, and they fall along my visa. But I'm trying to get you know, multiple part-time jobs. Like I always had a backup in case anybody ever investigated me. But the cool thing is most of the time they don't investigate Westerners, because Westerners on average don't break the rules in Japan. The people that break the rules the most are the Asian people, and like, you know, like Filipino, Korean, Chinese. And what they'll do is they'll come over on student visas, and they'll either, like, the men will work construction jobs at night to make extra money, and the girls will be hookers or do like hostess jobs or something to make extra money. And that happens so often that like mostly immigration officials go after them. So if you're moonlighting as an English teacher when you only have an instructor visa or something, they're really not going to give a shit, you know. But I just remember I was unemployed for like 8 months because Interact gave me unemployment insurance, and yeah, I just was able to ride that and get like $1,000 every month. Well, I guess technically I did go to Hello Work though, so they did have they did have proof that I had gone to Hello Work. Is basically the job introductory government service here, and you have to go there to get unemployment, and you have to show them that you're still looking for a job. And I think I had like 3 years left on my visa or something. It was a long ass visa, and then like, you know, when I felt like it, I got another job after that. But I remember I went to immigration. I'm like, shit, I never declared that my other job was finished. Will they care? Nope, they didn't give a shit at all. But now apparently my friend, after talking to him in Interact, he's like, well, they're getting more anal about it now. It's like, you know, if they really wanted to screw you over, they would see when you quit your job or whatever, and they'd be like, why didn't you come in here to say you lost the job? And I mean, that's one of the things that just goes to show that, like, you don't need to play everything by the book like that, you know? Like, some people be like, oh my god, no, and like, you know, but me, I was just like, I got all this stuff in order. I'm charming enough to talk my way out of this. People like me, you know. My name is Thurgood Jenkins, and I love pussy. In other words, I love weed. I love it, but not as much as I love pussy. Fucking, oh my god, just park in the middle of the road, Mr. Taxi. Just do it. Just do it. He's already doing it. We'll do it some more. I love cruising through the city at night. It's so fun. Just all the bright lights hitting my face, which you guys probably can't see. I'll try to match this audio up to some, you know, at night rant for you guys. Yeah, I gotta do more night rants, like go on the highways and stuff. Just go around and explore. But yeah, you know, it's nice. It's nice. It's good. But anyway, he was just telling me how it's like you can't pull that shit anymore. They changed the rules. Like, how long ago did you do that? It was like 7-8 years ago or something. A long ass time ago. And he's like, yeah, 5 years ago they changed it. So if you like, yeah, it's so funny. I got in here like right when immigration wasn't being too anal about stuff, apparently. Oh, my stomach. Oh, my stomach. Come on, fight through it. Fight through it. Don't be Adam. Don't be Adam. Adam on the podcast shit himself. But I am not Adam. I will overcome. You know what? I'll tell you the truth. I shit myself recently. I don't know what happened. I just I don't know. I just had been like, you know, just runny diarrhea, and I was sitting down, and yeah, luckily, like, I don't know what happened, but I noticed that my ass was kind of like wet, and I was like, why is my ass feeling wet? Am I sweating from my ass? And I sat down, and I feel down there, and all of a sudden it's just like, whoa, like diarrhea had gushed out. Like, I didn't even know what happened. Well, it didn't gush out so much that it stained the floor at all. It had just gone into my pants a little bit, but I was like, holy shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, my like, I didn't even notice that was happening until I felt the wetness. Like, how the fuck? I'm pretty sure I had like infection or something that made me feel bad and let that happen. But yeah, ever since then, I'm like really always trying to make sure that I'm not shitting myself. You know what I mean? Like, being careful, as overly careful as possible, you know? But, yeah, what the hell is this rant even about? I wanted to do a rant about CumTown, but I'm just randomly spouting shit out now for fun. I don't know. I'm talking about shitting and old Interact job stuff and whatever. And then it was funny, like, I went out with a streamer called Milky Puff, you know, the other, like a little bit ago. She invited me out. She's invited me out multiple times. I've done a rant about her. She's just some cute, I guess, Japanese girl who speaks perfect American English, who grew up in Japan. She doesn't speak Japanese, though, so I'm guessing she's a military brat or went to international school. I'm guessing she didn't go to international school, because if she went to international school and her parents had money, they wouldn't let her be a streamer. They'd make her go to school. So I'm guessing just military brat. But anyway, she's always really nice. And she invited me out multiple times. And then one day the internet was out at our at the guest house. for whatever reason. Maybe they just didn't pay the bill or something. And so, you know, and I was just like on my phone. She lives near Nakano, I guess, and she's like, hey, I'm out in Koenji. You want to come over and stop by? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Now, take in mind, I don't watch her streams that often, you know? Like, I don't really know her as a person. I dip in on occasion, but I don't know her, you know? But anyway, like, we have a good time, and, you know, for me, like, I don't like asking just, like, fluff, stupid questions. I notice of a lot of IRL streamers, that's all they do. They just talk about bullshit. Like, it's charming nothingness bullshit, you know? It's like, haha, yeah, look at this celery. It's bigger than the other celery. Wow. Like, it's just like, God, shut up. And so, of course, like, you know, I talk about topics like, you know, that like, are really kind of, you know, you want to know the answer to. Like, where do you see yourself in, like, 5 years? Why did you get into streaming, you know? And then, like, I remembered during one of her streams, she said she was cleaning or whatever. And I'm not lying. Like, you know, if I wanted to lie, I'd make up a better fucking more horrible lie, you know? But during one of her streams, she talked about how it's like she noticed that sometimes that when she would meet a new person or she had been interacting with somebody that maybe she had known for a while, if they said something that obviously she shouldn't know or that like she could use to hurt them later, that she would like purposely remember it, like consciously or subconsciously. And she was like, yeah, you know, I don't like that. Like, I don't think that's a good thing to, I don't think that's a good way to live your life. And you know, I don't like it when that shit happens. And you know, I brought it up and she's like, no. She's like, no, I didn't say that. I'm like, yeah, you did. I'm not lying. Like, you totally said that. And I'm complimenting you on being such a mature adult about, like, such a hard kind of topic. And she's like, yeah, I never said that. And I thought she honestly didn't remember. And I didn't realize that she was trying to say, yeah, no, Tikyo, I didn't, like, she's like, I did say that, I remember it, and I'm trying not to fucking talk about it because it's embarrassing. And for me, I'm like, if you're a live streamer and you mention something on live stream, for me, that just means, okay, it's okay. It's okay to talk about it because you mentioned it already publicly. And, you know, I don't dip in that often, so I saw that. And instead of being, well, I mean, I guess she handled it in her own adult way. She ended up just, you know, turning off the live stream and just giving me the silent treatment. And she just, like, paid her bill and walked off. And I was like, come on, don't be like this. Like, and she's like, you know I'm a very sensitive person. I was like, I don't know you at all. I don't know you at all. This is the second time we've met in person. I dip into your stream and I say hi sometimes. I've been giving you compliments all night. Like, you know, come on, you're an adult. Don't just buckle up and run away because I said something that you fucking said that made you uncomfortable. And, like, she just, you know, she ghosted me after that, probably. I don't know. I sent her a message apologizing. She didn't reply. She doesn't care. But, yeah, you know, I just, like, that's just not cool, you know? Like, I mean, but then again, like, I felt guilty because I'm like, I am older than her. I should know to be more sensitive to these young people and that they don't want to talk about quote-unquote real shit, you know? I'm like, I should be more sensitive to those people. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, you know? Like, oppositely, like, you know, what about, like, these sensitive people never get, like, these hard topics dropped on them like this. So, of course they're going to be, like, hypersensitive about it, you know? But, like, it's good, though, because real life isn't about, like, playing towards your feelings to see what you don't or do want to talk about, you know? There will be people like me who just cut to the chase really quickly, you know? But I don't know, it's just funny, because that was, like, I hadn't had an interaction with that with somebody for a while, and I hate it when people do that, you know? Like, I hate it when people just give me the silent treatment because they can't just, like, I'm like, use your words, you know? I've got fucking 6-year-olds that have better communication skills than you. Come on, if I pissed you off, fucking use your words and just talk, you know? And her way of dealing with it was just be quiet, say goodbye, and say talk to you later, you know? And I just, she's such a nice person, but I can't respect anybody who interacts like that. I'm like, you're like mid-20s. I think she's late 20s now. And I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, obviously, you know who the fuck I was before you invited me out. Like, come on, you know? But then again, she's probably better at playing politics than I am when it comes to this stuff, you know? Because I just immediately am like, yeah, whatever, you know? But anyway, guys, with that being said, this has been Tkyorants. I'm Papa Tkyo. I don't know what the fuck this rant was about. I have to horribly take a shit. I love you guys' faces. If you made it this far, make sure to hit that like button. And I'll talk to you guys later. Stay black.